Now this week, NEO stock finished down over 5.8%, which resulted in the shares of NEO finishing the week trading at $10.31. Now you will know that obviously this week we got to read wonderful news coming from the president of NEO at a small event that he was of course hosting, where we indicated that we might get to see of course the two new more models not being unveiled now in the first half of this year, but also the deliveries of those models are expected to begin as soon as possible. In fact, he said they are expected to begin before the ES8 and the EC7, which you know that those models NEO plans to start with the delivering of those models in May and June. So we all know that if NEO plans to start delivering those two new models before then, it simply means that we might get to see NEO starting to deliver those two models around April, which is something that is incredible because this will definitely boost NEO's deliveries, as there will be two more vehicles that the consumers can choose from when they want to buy the NEO stock. So I was really excited about that, and though those good news, or though we read those good news this week, the NEO stock finished the week down over 5.8%. Now it is not only NEO that was plummeting this week. Most stocks that we saw some good recoveries in the previous week after the Federal Reserve increased interest rate by 25 basis points also finished the week on a red. Alphabet is one of them, or Google is one of them, which obviously the share plummeting really bad from Alphabet came about the new artificial intelligence Google's chat box, when of course the chat box sort of like made an error when responding obviously to what was asked of it. So that resulted in the shares of Google to plummet so bad that in 2 days I think their market cap was wiped by over $200 billion. Though we have seen of course some of the stocks not doing good this past week, there are other stocks that are still high. Stocks like Microsoft, stocks like Tesla, stocks like Nvidia, though they finished Friday on a red, but these are stocks that even this week, beginning of this week, I think until Thursday, they were still doing really good, which is something that must just show you that it is not all the stocks that did not perform well this week. And as I've said in the previous video, so many analysts are expecting of course the markets to not do that well in the coming, or in the short term. Obviously this is due to the inflation which is still high in the US. This is due to the interest rates which the Federal Reserve is still going to impose in of course the economy, trying to curb this high inflation. Now though we saw the president of NEO coming with the good news this week, ladies and gents, we got to see NEO still finished the week down over 5.8%, which obviously it's not good. But the good thing is that, ladies and gents, NEO, it is still that stock which is just expected for greatness. I mean, the NEO CEO, you will know that he still expect this stock to obviously do well and be in the top 5 of the top auto makers in the world by 2030. This is something that obviously in the long term you can look forward to. NEO in the next couple of quarters, it is expected to start reporting positive earnings when they report their earnings results, which is something that is obviously amazing, and it is something that I'm patiently looking forward to, because I know that it's definitely going to boost not only of course the company sentiments in terms of big investors, of big financial institutions, but it is going to also revive some good positive sentiments to the retail investors, that some of them probably are starting to lose hope onto this stock. So I personally believe that obviously we are going to get to see NEO stock, or the NEO, to do well very soon. I mean, one of the things that I really liked again this week was the fact that obviously just yesterday we got to see that NEO delivered 6 new EL7 just in Norway, which is something that is incredible, because you remember that in January in Europe, NEO did not deliver many vehicles. In fact, in Norway, NEO only delivered 3 vehicles, which is something that must just show you that in January they did not do that well in terms of delivery. But in February, already just yesterday, we saw NEO delivering or around 6 EL7 vehicles, which is something that is incredible. Now, obviously, before we go deep into this video, before we forget the households, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, I would really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you, not only about the NIO stock but about sort of like the market as a whole this week. So if you are enjoying this content, please don't forget to hit the likes button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. So yes, I'm still very bullish on NIO. I'm still very hopeful on NIO, looking at their fundamentals, future prospects, and some of the short-term, of course, sentiments, especially looking at what the NIO president just said. And of course, like I said, they are going to obviously start with, of course, the delivery of the two new models, which as I've said, I personally believe that it will be the NIO ES6 and the EC6, which is something that is incredible. Now, another thing very important which the president of NIO announced was, of course, their 150 kilowatts battery will be deployed or might start to be used in the NIO ET7 by the first half of this year. And you will know that something that really stands out from that 150 kilowatts battery is that NIO consumers, or those that opt to buy the ET7 with that 150 kilowatts battery, they will be able to drive over 1,000 kilometers at one charge, or at a single charge, or at a single swap. As you know that NIO also offers battery as a service, which entails consumers going to a swap station and swapping their batteries in their car in less than 4.5 minutes. So if NIO can be able to start, of course, with that battery, it will make them the very first company to offer a battery that can make you to drive over 1,000 kilometers at a single charge. So that, again, it was good news. It is good news that I personally believe that it makes me to remain bullish, long and strong onto this NIO stock, because like I said, most of the batteries, or most of the EV companies that are making or that are selling cars out there, their batteries in their car can't reach 1,000 kilometers. So this will definitely be good on NIO side, as it will of course encourage maybe more consumers into opting to buy NIO cars with the 150 kilowatt battery pack. So I'm very excited about that, and that is another thing, or most important thing, that obviously we got to hear from the event that the NIO president was hosting. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. Otherwise, I remain bullish, long and strong onto the NIO stock. NIO, it's still a stock that, though I said that I trimmed a couple of my stocks in my portfolio due to the surging in share prices I saw last week, I still have this stock because I cannot sell it, or I could not trim it, because obviously, yeah, I'm still on red. I'm still down over, I think, 40% onto this stock, as my average is just below $24 per stock. So but nonetheless, I still remain bullish, long and strong onto this NIO stock, and whenever I can, I'm going to continue loading the boat, increasing my holdings onto this NIO stock, because I believe in its fundamentals and its future prospects. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.